Hey loves, and welcome back to another vlog. It is your girl CheKesha of Life with CheKesha, and today I have absolutely nothing going on. So if you want to see the nothingness, keep watching. It is Monday, July the 18th, and I was super duper reluctant to vlog. I know I had this whole conversation with y'all last week about vlogging, even if I have nothing going on. And it's really hard. It's really hard to pull yourself together to vlog when you feel like all people want to do is see you shop or go get your nails done, cook. Like, you're like, who wants to see this? And then I think about myself, like, I literally sit and watch vloggers just in their robes, cleaning up, not talking about nothing. I mean, not saying that, but like, they're not, shopping. And I'm like, how many people on my channel really want to see me do nothing? Especially since vlogging is very new to some of my long-term subscribers. And yes, these braids are about to come out, so I probably will film a little bit of that, me taking them out. I really, you know how most content creators talk about, oh, you want to do an outline to talk about what you're going to do. But realistically, I think when you're vlogging, there's really no script. Not unless it's planned content. Like, some of the YouTubers that I watch, they intentionally like, okay, I'm going to plan to go this place, and this place so I can vlog about it. Then you have some YouTubers just like me that just so happen that because this is my vlogging day, this is what I'm doing. That's why I won't be having no makeup or nothing on, because it just be like regular schmegular every day. This is me, and this braid keep flopping. So anyway, so I decided to vlog. It probably won't be a long vlog. I'm trying to get better with keeping my vlogs under an hour, especially when it's just day in the life or spend a few days with me. So yeah, so I'm just in the office. I've went through all my mail and I had to hand shred all of my documents because my shredder just died on me. And I have an extra one, but I don't know where it is. And I refuse to buy one because, one, I'm on a no spin. I'm only buying necessities. And when I say necessities, supplies and products for the salon, stuff that I need for the household, any of my self-care feminine items. The one thing that I will not be cutting out is my self-care purchases, which includes nails, pedicures, wax, because for me, I feel like when you are trying to get ahead and you're trying to eliminate some things in the interim, I truly feel in my spirit that you're not supposed to struggle in your sacrifice. Like, God never intended for you to make a sacrifice and have to struggle in it as well. And a part of me keeping my, I ain't gonna say sanity because I have a lot of peace, but some of the things that I do that cost you to spend money, those are things that bring me, additional joy. They add on to my peace. They add on to my joy. But my self-care is a part of my peace. My self-care is a part of my joy. And if I remove that, then I'm going to lose peace. I'm going to lose joy. And that's not what sacrifice is about. Sacrifice, in my opinion, is about eliminating the things that you don't need in your life that aren't really, adding on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you stop by Starbucks, are you going to be depressed about it? No, because I can make my own coffee. If I stop buying stuff on Amazon, is that taken away from my peace? No. So I feel like for me, and this is just for me and my spirit, my peace, and my happiness, self-care is a part of that. I have to include my self-care. If I eliminate that, I'm going to have an unsettled spirit. My peace is going to be shaken, and we're not trying to have that. Because like I stated in a few vlogs before, in my opinion, I feel like the things that you get and the people that come into your life, they're supposed to add on to your peace. You know what I'm saying? They're not supposed to be what makes you better. It shouldn't be, I have to be in a relationship. That's the only way I'm going to be happy. No, be happy with yourself and the things that you have to do for yourself. So I saw that to say is self-love is a part of your peace. And whatever you have to do to maintain that self-love, you should not, in my opinion, have to sacrifice it. I'm just saying. But if it gets to the point that I do have to limit how frequently I do some of those things, then I would limit them. But I'm just not. And I had this, conversation with one of my friends because her and I, we're both in the same industry. And sometimes being a hairstylist, you have your seasons where it's just slow or your weeks that are slow. And you have to be meticulous in regards to how you spend, how you save, how you budget. And I think as an old school hairstylist, when I say old school, like I got my license back in the 90s. So they weren't talking about they just talked about the theory part and the practical part, but they didn't talk about the business part, like how important it is to, pay your taxes, pay quarterly, like all the things that you need to know that really makes you a successful stylist, not just because you can do hair, nails, makeup, tattoos, whatever it is that you do. Just because you do them good, what makes you a successful person in your field is to know the business and the financial side. And I am so late to the game, but better late than never. So let me go ahead and sip on my wine, figure out if I'm gonna start taking my braids out, because I do need to film a wind down Wednesday video tomorrow, so that can be up on Wednesday. So by the time you see this video, that video will already be up. I might just like wear my hair crinkled, put some big hoops on, pin it up or something, because I really gotta take these braids out. Because one, the gray, let me see if you can see, I'm trying to camouflage, but look at the edges. That ain't thin hair, that's gray. The gray is graying. And also, I can start to feel the tension on the braids. And once I start feeling the tension, I know it's time to take it out, because my edges are already thin. And that's more so because of age, and I've had thyroid issues in which they are under control, but some of the damage is done. It is what it is. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take my braids out. So I might show a clip, and of course it's gonna be time lapse because it's gonna take me a while to take these out. And I think I'll probably start with the back, because that's where it itched the most. And that's typically how I normally start. I start off the back so I can comb it down as I take them out. Because tip, if any of y'all have braids, if y'all don't want to pay the detangling fee, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that charges a detangling fee, because it's work trying to detangle people's hair. Because if you come and you just took your braids out, we can't just wash it, because what's going to happen is all that edge control that they be using, I don't care how much you washed your braids, all the buildup that has that little spot where the braid starts, that's going to get your hair matted. So my suggestion is, and I'll show y'all how to do it if you don't know, as you're taking the braids out, detangle each piece. It may take you longer, but it's going to save so much time on your appointment when you go to get your hair fixed, because depending on how much hair you have, how long you had your braids in. I've had a client that came in and it took me an hour because I trusted what she said, and that was my learning lesson. She said that she had detangled her hair. It appeared that she detangled her hair, but as I was washing, it was coming back together. It was matting together, and that's because she did not go through and individually detangle each piece. You have to do that. Not unless you won't pay the extra coins. That's on you, baby. That's on you, baby. You better detangle them braids. But yeah, so let me go ahead and I'm going to start taking them out because, yeah. And I don't know if y'all can see. It's something going on right here. My camera is clean. Maybe it's just because I have this screen protector on. Anyway, let's go ahead and take these braids out. Loves, so I am a little more than halfway finished taking out my braids, but I wanted to show y'all what I was talking about, because as you can see, even though I don't have a lot of braids because these are knotless, the thing that makes it time consuming is actually detangling. So what ends up happening with knotless, because most braiders use edge control or some type of waxy something, and when you sometimes, I mean, like, even if you clean the your scalp, like I use dry shampoo and sometimes I use regular shampoo, just depending, but this time I didn't shampoo it. I just used dry or the spray shampoo that you don't have to rinse, no rinse shampoo. But anyway, so the buildup from is still in the braid, like in this part. So you can see my new growth, my gray, and my hair. And so this part right here, see how it's still nice and tight where the braid was started? That's a lot of times where your buildup is going to be. So when you are taking your braids out, that's why I said it's best to comb each individual section after you take it out, because that spot, if you go to wash it, whether you go to your stylist or you wash it at home first, if you do not comb that buildup out, it's going to lock up, and then you're going to have a way harder time taking the detangling. Like this right here, this little piece I got tangled up, it's more easy to detangle this than to detangle the hair that has already been matted up, or I'm not gonna say locked up, but that has the build up from the braid. And so I'm going to take the rest of this a loose really quick. Well, I'm gonna take a loose, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Well, you know what? I could just keep filming while I'm doing this. But also what happens too is, I'm pretty sure, like myself, most of you probably are constantly fooling with your braids, putting up, putting them down, and so it'll end up twisting sometimes. So you want to make sure that you kind of untwist the braid gently, so when you take it out, you know, you won't have that extra fight to go against the braid. So see how this one little section right here, this is where let me see if I can go zoom in. Hold on. Okay, I can't zoom in, but you can kind of see how all that buildup is in there. So what I try to do is to separate it first, if I can, depending on the sections. And then I just go through and comb. Now you're going to get hair. You're going to get, you know, a nice amount of hair that's going to come out when you do that. And that's because your hair naturally sheds at least 100 strands a day. We don't notice it because we either are out and about, or maybe your hair is shorter. But you tend to notice the shedding a lot more when your hair is longer. But when your hair is in a protective style, it's nowhere for that hair to shed. It just stays wherever it's connected. So once you go to comb it out, as long as you're detangling it gently and not roughly, you're going to see that hair coming out. It's just going to happen. Most of it is because it's dead hair that has shed, that was trying to shed, but it's locked in to that braid that you have, whether it's, you know, cornrows, box braids, knotless braids, crochets. Anytime your hair is braided down, that hair that's shedding as you're getting new growth is just locked up in here. And so that you're going to see that hair. And again, that's why I say you want to gently comb. And I use all-purpose comb or cutting comb, but I use the bigger part. And as you can see, like, I'm just trying to separate it, and you can see it separating out. And so then I just start to comb, because you're supposed to start combing from the ends, but because this hair is already kind of detangled naturally, you just want to start combing just gently. You don't want to like, you just want to gently comb until you get all that gook and the dead hair out. And as you can see, I mean, that's just the hair from one braid, but just think about, you kept this in for a month, 2 months. So depending on how long you've kept the braids in, how fast your hair grows, that's typically gonna gauge how much of the shedded hair that you're gonna comb out. And I try to also still be gentle as I'm combing the braid out as well, because my hair is still in this braid, so I want to try not to get it tangled. And I always cut it a lot longer than what I think my hair is, because if you're cutting the ends of your braid based on what your hair length was before braids or what you think is going to be, you're going to end up cutting your hair, because see how it's drawn up. So if I cut my braid based on this, I would have cut my hair, because when I pull my hair, see how long it comes. So that's why I always try to at least cut it at least 2 to 3 inches longer than what my actual hair would be. So do not, I repeat, do not cut the ends of your braids to the length that you may think that your hair is, because you're gonna, I'm gonna say 8 times out of 10, you're gonna end up cutting your natural hair. And so you can kind of see where my hair is, and you could typically slide it out once you get to the top. So again, if I would have cut this braid here, I would have cut into my hair. So let me show you why I say that. So this is the braid. This is my hair after I unravel it. But if I stretch it, it's still a lot longer. So if I would have cut it right here, I could have possibly cut into my own hair. And as you see too, for me, one, because I know what I'm doing, I typically, when I get to the base of the braid, where the braid was started, I just use the tips of my nails, because they are pointy, so it's easier for me to get into that, versus me using my comb, because I can kind of feel it a little bit better than I would if I was to use the end of the comb. I mean, you can use the end of the comb if you don't have nails. I just always do that. But when I take my braids out around my hairline, I try to be really, really gentle. So I normally interchange between like the comb and my nails, and I try to hold it like this, because if I comb it like this, I'm going to cause more damage to my edges. And you want to do that anyway when you even taking out all the other ones, because what's going to happen is you will get tension hair loss. So, you know, a lot of people talk about alopecia. Alopecia can happen to anyone. Alopecia is the technical name for hair loss. Some people's alopecia is because of health issues. Some people's alopecia is from mechanical hair issues. And what I mean by mechanical is this: combing the hair. So if you comb your hair with a fine tooth comb and you have this natural hair, you're going to cause yourself to have some hair loss. There is stress alopecia. So if you stress yourself out, you can cause your hair to thin, even bald. So alopecia can be in many forms. Most people are more so used to the balding alopecia, which is typically due to a disorder or because of, you know, health issues or imbalance of some sort. But yeah, so as you can see, it's coming along. I have taken out this side as well. So I don't have that much more to go. So I am going to, who is this? Lord, I tell you, sometimes being an entrepreneur, whew, it can be like babysitting. But anyway, so I'm going to continue to take these braids out. I am watching David Makes Man. I had heard about this show a while back. And then while I'm in the shop, I'm always watching different streaming services. And I had just finished watching LOREZ. And they'll always show you something that is because you like this or because you watched that. So I watched a little preview. I said, oh, I want to watch this. So I'm watching it, the first 2 seasons on HBO Max. I think season 3 is supposed to come back on, but I think it's going to be on their own network. But it's pretty good. Season 1 was really good. Season 2, I am on episode 2 right now. The first episode, I wasn't ready for how it started. Like, I thought it was going to go straight back to David going to high school. But it started out with him as a grown man. I'm like, what? So, yeah, so... But they do a lot of flashback. And so this is one of those shows where you have to definitely be in a place where you can just watch it. Or at least being able to listen. Because I like to have a lot of background shows on when I'm doing stuff in my office. That way, if I can't see it, I can at least listen. So let me go ahead and get finished with this and keep watching David Makes Man. And let me know in the comments if y'all have watched it or if you're binge watching it like I am. And what are your thoughts? I think it's really good. All right, loves, I have taken all my braids out, and here are my edges. I feel like they did pull out a little. They were already thin anyway, so this is why I don't get braids that often. Now I got to regrow my edges back. But yeah, this will probably be the last time that I'll get braids in my hair. especially now that I'm getting older, it's all about preserving what I have. That's why I've been doing this self-care after 40, because when you're younger, you could do some things and jump back. But when you get older, if you keep doing the irresponsible and damaging things that you used to do in your teens and your 20s, by the time you hit your late 30s, it's hard to reverse any of those things. So, and I was saying that on my Instagram, I was talking about my eyebrows. Y'all still don't have any. Because back in the day, I used to tweeze them and pull them and all that stuff. And then I did that so long, it got to the point they stopped growing back. So, just like with anything, be mindful of how much you do things in your youth. Because in your latter years, as you get older, how you recover and how you're able to preserve things will be a reflection on how you lived your younger days. And I even I talked to my mom about that with finances. Like, the time that we came up, and like, I used to date street pharmacists. So, you know, they hustle, make money fast, spend money fast. So that was my mentality when I got in the hair industry. I was making money, spending money, making money, spending money. And then as I got older and I got more responsibility, more bills, when them slow seasons came, I was kind of like, whoa. It forced me to have to go work in corporate. And I say all that to say is, like, now that I'm older, I'm working a little bit harder than I probably should or could have been. Well, I'm working harder than I should, for real. Like, I am approaching my 50s. I should be at a comfortable place where I can start just either being okay with my consistent clients or even possibly scaling back. But now I have to keep on getting new clients and working, you know, hard. So when 65 get here, I can at least be comfortable enough to either consider retiring or scaling back. In which, again, because I was irresponsible in my earlier years, didn't understand the importance of financing and budgeting and saving. Now I'm doing that in my late 40s, almost 50. Listen, so I say all I have to say is, whether it's your spending, your edges, your eyebrows, make sure that you are taking care of them. You're doing things to preserve them. And if you see things slowing down, make sure that you are in the position where you can actually take a step back and say, you know what, this is what I need to do to preserve what I got instead of losing what I got. And this is letting me know that I can't do braids no more, because I am in that season where my hair is going to grow back slower in certain areas. And so I still have healthy follicles. It's not bald. So I'm able to preserve what I have and regenerate some growth. But if this joint was bald, preserving, regenerating, none of that stuff would happen. So anyway, so it is 9:43. I took my braids were out by 9:30, like I said I wanted to. So I'm gonna go and see what the hubs bought. We do eat dinner late around these parts, so I'm gonna see what he bought for dinner. May or may not record it, just depends. Or I might just show you my plate, just depends. But I will probably tomorrow just get up and wash it and blow dry it. I'm on the fence about this gray. I don't know if I'm gonna color it this week or not. Probably will. That way it'll make my edges look a little better. Let me put my comb. See, I still got some edges. They just thin, child. I do like the young kids do. Do me some baby hair. Use a baby hair. See, this side is better than this side. Anyway, let me get out this camera showing y'all my edges for somebody to screenshot this and send this to a hater. I wish they would. All right, you guys. I will catch y'all tomorrow. Hey loves, and happy Tuesday. So I actually got this camera Jimmy rig right now. I'm in the hub's car because my car is in the shop getting some maintenance, and I need to run out to the bank because I did not do that yesterday. And I'm gonna go to the grocery store and pick up some stuff so I can make salad and some eggs. So that's what I'm about to go do. As you can see, I have not washed my hair yet, and I'm really on the fence if I'm gonna wash it or just wait till I go to the salon where I got all of my stuff that I need. So, but I do still need to film this Wind Down Wednesday video, and I feel like I might go ahead and film it early and get it out the way. And I think I told y'all last time I was gonna show y'all some behind the scenes, but I didn't. And which it really is nothing. All I do is pull the wine from my fridge, pick my glass, and record. Of course, I do my makeup. So I'll show y'all a little bit of that, just to, like, I don't highlight, contour, cause how they say it, I can't do none of that stuff. I do want to take a makeup class, maybe before Thanksgiving. The girl that actually did my makeup for my wedding, she has her own beauty studio now. She stepped out on faith and started her own business. So I'm thinking about letting her teach me how to do a natural couture beat, if that's such a thing. Because one thing I noticed, even though my skin is much better, some of the dark spots that were previously there before I started doing my skincare, they're just not doing anything. And some of these are like little moles too, but some of them aren't doing anything. So with that being said, I want to be able to have a, neutral look. Like and I want to also be able to know how to use like what do they call that stuff? Concealer. Like, I use it, but I don't know if I got the right tone. And a lot of places now, they don't let you sample stuff. You can try it, and if you don't like it, bring it back. But I want to be I'm one of those shoppers, like, I want to buy what I buy. The only stuff that I return is Amazon returns. But because of course you can't try on stuff at Amazon. But anyway, I say all that to say is I'll probably show y'all how I do my makeup, which is very basic. The main thing that I always like to focus on is my brows, because I don't have any. I told y'all about that yesterday. And just kind of give me a more smooth look. So yeah, that's about all I have to do today. I keep debating whether or not I want to do low carb or keto, in which they're kind of pretty much the same, but with low carb you can still have some carbs. You just have to not add a lot of the fat or the sugar, because y'all, I'm obsessed with these french fries that I made in the air fryer. And if I can eat those as like a meal replacement, that's what I'm gonna do. So put ketchup on here. What else I need? I'm just like grabbing some quick things. We need some paper towels, but between me and the boy, we run through paper towels, the toilet paper, like, yeah. So anyway, let's get to going. I feel like my hair has grown a lot before I took the braids out. Like, when I say a lot, like, I can tell the difference in the length. So we'll do a length check. Well, y'all didn't, let me see. Cause I think right before I took them out, they were here. So I feel like it's grown a little bit. It's like right in my collarbone. All right, let me go, cause I ain't talking about shit's naive. And my little scrappy voice. Or it's just scrappy now. All right, y'all. I will see y'all when I get back in the house, because I don't have a camera stand or a phone mount in the car. and I got this propped up on the steering wheel right now. And one false move, down she goes. And I'm probably not even looking at the camera in the right place. So yeah, so when I get back, yeah, I'm gonna cook the breakfast, and I'm gonna film my wind down Wednesday video early. That way that will be ready to be posted, because I post my wind down Wednesday videos at midnight, as you guys know, just to give you the opportunity to try to go to the store and grab it so you can sip along with me. I do have something exciting coming in September. I'm just trying to decide if I want it to be here on my YouTube platform or my Instagram. I think I want to put it on my Instagram platform, just because I have not done lives in a while, and I definitely have not done any lives on Instagram. And I think it'll be easier to do it on Instagram. That way I don't have to, because right now I'm paying for StreamYard and I don't even use it. And again, since I was telling you I'm trying to budget, I'm trying to cut out things that I'm not using. And I don't use StreamYard. So I'm thinking about just cutting that off and just using the Instagram live for when I want to do lives. Because most of you all that watch my lives on YouTube here on this channel also follow me on Instagram. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you want my upcoming live to be on Instagram or on YouTube. So this is my breakfast. I am eating some scrambled eggs with cheese, 2 Panama cakes, or pancakes. I like to call them Panama cakes. I don't know why. 3 strips of bacon. I have some syrup. Drinking my caramel macchiato coffee. Watching my fave. And listen, quick trick, or at least I just figured it out. So sometimes I'll froth my creamer and I'll leave it and forget about it. And then when I pour it, I get a nice blend of liquid, or combination of liquid as well as froth. And look how frothy this is. Y'all, that is frothy, right? So anyway, and this is non-dairy. This is the Starbucks caramel macchiato almond and oat milk creamer. And y'all know sometimes when you get them creamers that are non-dairy, they don't froth, but this was really, really frothy. So I'm gonna start doing that from now on. I'm gonna froth first, then brew my coffee to give my creamer a chance to separate, so I can get even cream and even foam. That way it'll, give me the best of both worlds. A nice creamy smooth coffee with a nice foamy goodness on top, almost like ice cream. And I'm gonna finish watching my girl. I just finished watching Sharika B's first official what I eat in a day video on her revamped Eating Pretty channel. It used to be Eating Pretty mukbangs, but she said something to me. She was speaking to me. She don't know that. And I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna enjoy my food, and I'm just gonna have to work hard and cut back where I need to cut back. So let me go ahead and pour this on my pancakes and bacon before it gets cold. All right, y'all. So very, very, very easy beat. And I don't even call it a beat. And I'm in an older apartment, so that fan, you're gonna hear that fan in the background. So all I did was I did my brow, and I used this Benefits Precisely My Brow Pencil. Really, really good, especially if you don't have brows to draw them on. And then what I like to do is to kind of make like upward strokes to make it look like I got hair. And I have to always not obsess and remember that my eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Don't want them to be cousins. And then under my eyebrows to highlight them, I use this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in mahogany. Then I do some black eyeliner on my water line. This is Maybelline Define Align in Ebony Black. And then all I did was use some of my Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte. This is the long wear, and this is in number 420. And so now, because my lashes aren't really, I have on mascara now, but I'm going to show you. So this right here by Benefits, baby, if you don't have no lashes and you're trying to save them coins, this Bad Girl Bang, I know it's backwards because the way I got my camera. Bad Girl Bang by Benefits, make you look like you got on lashes. So you see this one, you see this one. And so I like to up and blink. And when you do that, it helps elongate your lashes. And so I saw somebody doing their lashes. They said if you blink, it helps pull them up. So see how this one is a little more longer. I don't know what kind of magic voodoo that they got in this, but this makes me feel okay with not having lashes, because I used to get lash extensions, and then again, of course, in the season of trying to save coins, I stopped getting them. So I tried to do the lash strips, in which that was a whole struggle, and I was on the search for some mascara, and I was watching Octavia B here on YouTube, and she doesn't do lashes either, and she was like she used this. This is hard to do, trying to look at y'all and in the mirror. Normally I have a little mirror up because I try to get some on my bottom lash. And why do we do our face like that when we put on mascara? Does it really stretch our face? Okay, so I got that on. And that's it. Look like I got on lashes. And I'm just going to edge control my hair back because I haven't washed it yet. And I want to go to the shop and wash it because I would need to do me an exfoliating scalp treatment. So we're going to try to get these edges straight. Now I don't want to put a lot of product on my hair, so I'm going to use this hard brush. Oh my gosh, look at the dandruff. I'm using this hard brush to just brush it back. Because like I said, I don't want to put a lot of product on here because it's already dirty and got built up. Take my edge control brush. Sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I use my fingers. But I'm just going here and slick these edges down. Because my thing is, if you can tame your edges, doing a slick back bun or ponytail is like the thing. It gives you a nice, sleek, clean, feminine, yet put together look. And I don't do all that extra baby hair stuff. I just smooth it enough. And like y'all see how this side is thinner from my braids. I need to get some more edge control. And I use Sleek by Design Essentials. I only use professional products. Only time I use non-professional products is like if I'm got my hair braided, I'm using like some type of braid stuff. I need to put something to lay this part down right here. Hold on. Use some of this leave-in conditioner. I just need something wet. I mean something that's gonna help lay down that part. I just have to remember when I'm filming my video, I'll slick some more of that over. Because on video that joke gonna look super bald. And my hair is naturally thin anyway, you guys, so let some just fell on my face. So I like these, they call them Ouchless hair ties. And I could put my ponytail on, my braided ponytail, but we're just gonna go with the bun. I feel like I gotta put some back here. Y'all don't do this at home. Don't put any type of products on your dirty hair. And I do have a curl pattern, but I like to wear my hair straight, so my ends are heat trained. Girl. All I'm gonna do is just do that like this necklace, you guys, I got off of Amazon. If you watched my travel anniversary vlog, look at this dandruff out. Ugh. Y'all, my hair is dirty. Please don't do this at home. This is when desperate times calls for desperate measures. Being a content creator, sometimes you gotta do what you can do. But yeah, so I wore this necklace of one of my outfits on the anniversary cruise. I got it from Amazon, and I'll leave it linked in the description box. Y'all, the gray is grand. And see how nice, sleek. Now if my hair was clean, of course I will probably rock this, but it's not clean. I'm gonna have to clean these brushes, so when I wash my hair tomorrow, I have clean brushes. And I know I'm gonna turn my head when I'm filming, so I just want to kind of put this bun so I won't have too many flyaways. So I'm just taking the extra. See? Don't mind this part, but quick and easy. Especially it's hot outside. Your blowout turn into a throwout. Quick little fix. Having a hard bore bristle brush in your arsenal is clutch. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all what wine I'm gonna pick, and then we're gonna start filming, girls. The boys are gone to basketball, so this gives me a chance to have some quiet time. And I got my Gucci shirt on that my husband bought me. And all I'm gonna do is put on some, I'm gonna put on my Chanel by She Beauty by my girl Sheena of She Is Fab. Is this a gloss or matte? I think this one is a gloss, but it doesn't transfer too much. But I do not like to film without, well, I film without makeup anyway, but I don't like to put myself together and not have nothing on my lips. Yeah, this is the gloss, so this will transfer a little bit, but not a lot. And we's ready to go. Hey, 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 hey. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Gucci. All right, let's get in here. All right, love. So let me show you my setup real quick and what wine we're doing for today. Let me turn the camera around. And sorry for the glare. So I have these 2 box lights. And I think I have these in my Amazon shop. These were actually gifted to me by a old friend. And I have my iPhone here on this tripod that I got off of Amazon. I'll link everything. I'll link all of the link to my filming equipment. And then so what I'm doing is, if you can see me on the monitor on my iPad, I use this app called Filmic. I paid a one-time fee. I want to say it was under $20, but what this does, especially if you don't have a vlogging camera that has the flip up screen that most cameras have, when you're doing front facing videos, to help you kind of figure out how you're looking at your camera, I really like this app. I like it, one, because it actually has a small delay. So I can look into my camera and then I can turn my head and get a quick glimpse at if I'm having direct contact. So I'm a Apple user, so my link will only be for Apple, but I'm pretty sure that this is also available for Android. I'm not sure, but this is what I use. I love it. It has came in handy. It's helped me do my front facing videos a lot better, so they can be a lot more crisp. So the wine, because I have not been to the store, don't mind my desk. This is a wine from Cooper's Hawk. So this is going to be a specialty wine. If you don't have a Cooper's Hawk, then you may not be able to get it. But this is Vin Voulette. It's a red wine, and it is so good. So yeah, and then today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to try to open it with your traditional corkscrew. And I'm going to show you all how to use this to break the seal. So let me go ahead and get to filming. This is one of my favorite types of wine, and that is red wine. So yeah, I did a couple of whites and a couple of sweets, and I think I did a couple of rosés. And all right, love. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I just finished filming my Wind Down Wednesday video, and I showed you a little bit of the behind the scenes. This wine is delicious. But yeah, so before I go, as I stated, this necklace is from Amazon. This Gucci shirt my husband gave me for one of my anniversary gifts. I do have on some accessories. I don't get to wear gold that much, but when I do, I'm extra. So my cousin, she sells like the bling beads, and this is so cute. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. The lighting's not being great, but it's got the little lock with the key. Then this one just has like the little Dominique stones, and then this one right here says love. So I thought this is cute. And then I have my Michael Kors watch on that I'm so excited that I finally was able to get my battery fixed. This is a little costume jewelry, little gold link chain that I got off of Amazon a while back. These earrings are Anna Louise. I got these when I did a sponsorship with them, and I don't wear them that much. One, because I forget about them, and two, for the most part, I only wear smaller earrings when I'm wearing more like chunky pieces of jewelry, because I just don't like to have big hoops with the big chunky necklaces, so I don't really get to wear them that much. But yeah, these are cute. Let me see if you can see these. And I did a video with them before, but they're not sponsoring today's video, so it's not, but I'm just letting you know what I got on. And I told y'all all my makeup stuff, so I'll try to remember to leave the links for everything, all of the makeup. I'm going to wash my face now, because I already showered. I went ahead and showered, so that'll be one less thing that I have to do, so I can go ahead and edit, so I can get my Wind Down Wednesday video up. My lipstick again is by my girl Shayna of She Is Fab. You already know. But yeah, so that's about it. I can't wait to get to the shop to do something to this head. I really like the slick back ponytail look, and I really, real talk, I've been trying to minimize the amount of heat that I put in my hair. Not because I want to wear my curl patterns, is, you know, I just don't want to put no heat in my hair because it's summertime. It ain't doing nothing. So I've really been enjoying slicking it back. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably wear it out as long as I can until my roots start to revert. But I like to feel like the little wavy texture. But y'all, look at this gray hair. The gray is grand. I don't know. I keep looking at my monitor trying to look at my... But yeah, so... Again, I'm glad I decided to vlog. And then especially, like, you know, God always gives you confirmation. I was watching Sheena's video from her Self-Care Sunday vlog. It was posted today. And she talked about, you know, some of the things that her and I talked about. You know, I have mad love and respect for her because we don't know each other. We just met each other through social media. And I actually, like, I don't even know what ended up happening. I think I was following her friend Nicole from Several People's Mom first. And then she had posted that she had lipstick. So I started following her from there. And then I saw that she had a YouTube channel. And she loves plants. And, you know, I love to follow people that my spirit feels is genuine. And she definitely gives me genuine. And then we just connected. Like I said, the socials of the media, the interests of the net can be positive if you use it that way. Just like anything, too much of anything could be bad. And when you use certain things for evil, you will get evil. If you use it for good, you get good. And so I use my platform for good. So I'm typically drawn to people that are of like-minded. I have ran across some imposters, you know, that, and it's natural. You're going to always run into wolves in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's about recognizing it and detaching yourself from it when you notice it. And I guess, like, you know, I never intentionally do my vlogs to have any type of message. It just happens because that is the spiritual person in me. I believe in, you know, putting out there, you know, content that, you know, people enjoy watching. But I always want people to get something out of my videos. And, you know, not for nothing, I know a lot of people get into influencing and content creation just for the residual income or the revenue. And I'm a firm believer that anything that you do from your heart is going to always, you should always get a reward from it. It says it in the scripture, you know, but I'm not doing it just because of that. But I'm blessed to be able to earn some coins, you know, from doing this. And me doing this is putting me in a place that I will eventually become the lender and not the borrower. I really, that is my desire, is I want to be able to get to a place where I can be able to pay it forward, not just by my time and my talent, but also by my treasures, you know. So at the end of the day, if I leave you with anything, just know that make connections with people, genuine connections. And don't connect with people just because you see what they can do for you or how high they can take you or elevate you, because people can't elevate you. Only God can elevate you. And the only way God can elevate you is if you let him and you allow him to elevate you and you allow him to show you his plans for your life. And, you know, I want people to know that. So, you know, if you feel a connection to me, I don't mind you reaching out to me, sending me an email, DMing me. But trust and believe, my discernment has gotten much better, and I'm going to read through. And if I don't, he will eventually show it to me, okay? I'm just going to say that. And that's another thing that Sheena talked about on her vlog, not this vlog, but the last one. Setting boundaries. There's nothing wrong with having relationships with people, but you got to set boundaries. I have a lot of times I've never set boundaries, and I always end up getting pooped on. I've been friends with a lot of people that I called my sisters, and I meant it with my whole being, and I set no boundaries. I was available to them when they needed me to be available, and that's because I wanted to, because it was from my heart. And then they end up pooping on me, and it's all good, because that poop let me know that that season was over. Like, finito. Okay, but it's Gucci. I can say that in my Wind Down Wednesday video. And you know, I'm looking at my face in this monitor right here, and I feel like I need to start doing my makeup more, because I be looking like trash. trash on these videos, but I be trying to give y'all a, not trying, that's me every day. That's life with CheKesha. I don't wear makeup every day. The only thing that I wear, and I don't even do that every day. Like when I leave the house for work, or if I'm going to get my, you know, I'm going to be out and about for a minute, or I'm doing a solo date, or I'm going out with my homegirls, I do make sure my eyebrows is on. And then if it's anything beyond the salon and just errands, I make sure I got my eyelashes on with my mascara. But I'm just me. When Mary said, I'm just Mary, just Mary, just Mary. I'm just CheKesha. That's too long of a name. But anyway, so I'm gonna end the vlog. I do want to show you. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna show you with it on my face, but I bought the Fenty Skin Cookies and Clean, and I used it once and I really liked it, but then when I switched my skincare regimen, I started using some different things, but it feels so good. It is nice and soft and gentle. So I may or may not show y'all doing my nighttime skincare routine. If I do, you will be seeing it. If I don't, again, thank you all for tuning into another weekly vlog. So anyway, I'm gonna end this vlog because I feel like, as per usual, it's gonna be long because I like to talk. So I'm just gonna title this video Chit Chat, because that's what it is. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. And again, if you haven't done so by this time, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my videos. Until next time, loves. Peace.